Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's CITI program webinar. Today's topic is how to effectively manage a research administration team, and it is presented by Karen Scarpinato and Jeannie Viviani. Dr. Karen Scarpinato started her career as a funded biomedical researcher before moving into research administration. She has worked in several administrative positions at diverse types of institutions, from very high research to doctoral universities. She now has more than 20 years of research administrative experience, from associate dean to senior associate vice president. Her areas of expertise are operational aspects in leadership and a multitude of related projects. Jeannie Viviani founded and managed two sponsored research offices, one at a small prestigious liberal arts college and another at an engineering university, all from the ground up, including development programs, pre-award compliance, research accounting, project closeout, and outreach to the community. Throughout her career, she has created and executed a variety of high-impact training and informational programs to increase grant applications and award volume at the institutions she has served.
So first of all, we want to go over the learning objectives of today's webinar. The very first one here will discuss the importance of identifying a common goal for research administration teams, and you will learn that what you identify currently as a goal may not actually be a goal.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And we're also going to identify core principles, which are fundamental, not only with the goals, but all the activities that your research team will need to have in place. Additionally, we're going to describe strategies to enable that improved hiring and employee retention, which is so critical, as we know now, after being in remote work environments, and how to really improve those things.
And at the end of the day, we always find that everything comes down to good communication. And we will, at the end, identify strategies to overcome common communication and collaboration challenges that may be prevalent in your research administration team. So what are your current office's goals? What do you identify as your goals? If you're like most research administrative teams, most likely your current goals are embedded in metrics. Most research administrative offices have a mandate to increase numbers such as research expenditures or some award numbers, grant submissions, or you're looking for some rankings that you want to improve. Carnegie or US News and World Report are typically among them that any institution is looking for. We are arguing that that is actually not a goal, because what happens when you reach this goal? Let's say your institution is striving for Carnegie R1, which is the very high research category of Carnegie. What happens when you're reaching that R1 status? Your goal that you have propagated up until that point will go away. So it's not truly a goal. So what you're currently calling a goal may really just be a milestone or milestones towards your goal. So let's see, what is then really your goal and how can you identify your goal? We just wanted to stress that it's very easy to lose, for example, good hires when you don't have a good means of communicating with them. And you can also never, ever over communicate. There's no way you can ever communicate too much. On the next slide, we want to give you a few ideas of how you can implement better communication, some tools that worked for us as we were establishing. Okay, we want to summarize what we went over. We started out with talking about a common goal. And that's really the thing that everybody should be striving towards on your team. That's the one thing, again, as I mentioned earlier. If you get up in the morning and you're thinking about, oh, today I'm going to do this and this and that, that would be a great goal. Your goal has to be embedded in a set of principles that determine how your team behaves, how you work with each other. That can be anything from timeliness to effectiveness to being compliant, any number of principles that you can define that are most important for your team. You do want to hire and develop your team from within, as we mentioned, and most importantly, communicate constantly and consistently.
In closing, I invite everyone to review our content offerings regularly as we are continually adding new courses and webinars that may be of interest to you all.